Messages from Shaltazar. Learn to master the laws of creation. Greetings, dear ones. We are Shaltazar, the Gavish Baninu, the energy of 33, the Master Teacher, and we have come forth at this time to bring you divine wisdom. Take a deep breath and breathe us in. Take a moment as you allow your mind to be still. We invite you to listen to our message today with your heart, with your feeling consciousness. Although in order to hear it in an auditory way, you must engage the mind. We ask you to minimize the input that the mind gives and instead simply listen in a sensory way, just as you would listen to beautiful music or a beautiful poem. Just feel our message, and it will help you to a greater degree. For with all the turmoil that is occurring on your planet, you may not realize that many of you have disconnected from your feeling consciousness. You are trying to think your way out of the dilemma that you are in. We remind you that all that you desire is a feeling, and yet you think your mind will get you what it is you desire. Feel for a moment the stillness. Feel for a moment the words that you are hearing. But we invite you to feel them at a deeper level. Do not interpret them intellectually, but feel the energy of our message. Feel the energy of the love that we are sending you. Again, take a deep breath. Feel the beat of the heart. Pay attention to the breath. The in-breath and the out-breath. Allow yourself to be calm, to be at peace. Allow yourself to shift your vibration to one of opportunity and positivity. Be still. Be more still. And be still again. For we are with you always and forever. Hear us deeply, so that you may know you all have the capability to connect to the knowingness that is in every cell of your body. There is no need to try so hard. There is no need for you to push and shove your way to success. Simply be. Simply learn to master the laws of creation. Allow what is your desire to come to you. But in order to do so, you must change your beliefs. You must learn to realize that what you desire, what you wish for, is always available to you. But in order to allow it to come to you, you must learn to master the art of surrender. But let us clarify that surrender does not mean to do nothing. Surrender does not mean to simply be, for the being is only the beginning of creation. When you are still, when you are quiet, when you connect to all that you are, you will begin to feel a tingling of desire within you. Allow that desire to come forth. Do not criticize it, and do not censor it. Just allow the desire to come up into your consciousness, to come up into your mind's eye. Sit with that desire for a few moments and feel it. Feel it deeply. Begin to know it as you have never known it before. Realize that your desire has many facets to it. It is not merely the thing that you think will bring you what you want. It is deeper than that. Begin to examine it. Begin to reflect on it. Begin to dive deeper into your desire, into that which you wish for. Feel it as if you already have it. Feel it as if it is with you now. But you may be asking, how can that give us what we desire? That is merely a fantasy. And we would say to you, that is correct. For in this moment, it is but a fantasy. It is but a daydream. But that, my dear ones, is just the beginning of the process. You are often in such a hurry that you do not allow this first step to evolve, to lead you gently into the next step of creation. Because often you believe that the yin, the feminine, the dreaming, the imagining, makes you feel that you will never get what you wish for because it is simply a fantasy. And often many of you stop there. You stop and release that which you desire, believing that you must go out of your fantasy and begin to work hard, begin to work diligently, begin to push and shove and even struggle to go and get that which you desire. But as we have told you before, you can bring that desire to you. So go back for a moment to your fantasy. Go back to your imagining. Go back to the peace and tranquility and calmness of believing you have what you desire in this moment. Feel it deeply and do not allow your mind to talk you out of the fact that in this moment it feels real. Come back and visit your desire, your imagining, your wanting often, but be patient. Do not get distraught when it is not here tomorrow or the next day. Have confidence that this first step in the process of creation is an important one. It is one that is to be nurtured. Enjoy it and begin to realize that you can bring your desire to you in a relatively easy way. But yes, effort will be required, but that effort does not have to be onerous. And when the time is right, begin to take action. Inspired action, loving action, gentle action. For if the action becomes forced, if the action becomes onerous, if the action becomes difficult and challenging, then you will chase away that which you desire. Your action needs to feel as enjoyable and gentle as your dreaming and imagining. Begin to take the first step. Just as when you are walking on a long journey, you begin by putting one foot ahead of the other. And so, when it feels right, take action that feels easy. Take action that feels light. Take action that does not feel pressured. And we hear you say, but if I do not push, if I do not try hard, if I sit back and relax, I will never get what I want. And we would say that is an old paradigm. That is an old belief. You will not get it because you believe it is in the future and you need to chase it. But this new way of manifestation is a way of bringing what you desire to you. And so it must be done in a gentle way, in a smooth and enjoyable way, Begin to create as the great creator, the source itself, creates, by simply knowing and allowing action to manifest into your desire. It is this action that will begin to formulate and bring forth your desire. Just as the painter stares at an empty canvas and allows the masterpiece to come into existence, one brushstroke at a time. For when a painter gets out of the way, when a painter allows spirit to direct the brushstrokes, when the painter allows the gentle creativity that lies within him or her to bring forth the color on the canvas, that is when the masterpiece comes alive in a somewhat easy and effortless way. For creation is very much influenced by the energy in which you show up. Creation that comes from stress, struggle, need to, and have to, will bring forth manifestation and creation that has that energy within it. If you go back to your dreaming and imagining, you will probably recall that what you were imagining, your desire, felt fluffy, felt light, felt beautiful, and felt loving. In order to bring that into creation, your actions must have the energy of love, confidence, courage, stamina, enjoyment, beauty, and grace. The actions you take very much affect the outcome of your creation. And just as the painter who stands before the canvas, feeling frustrated and disappointed that they have not created better paintings, if the painter paints from that energy, they will continue to get paintings that they do not feel are masterpieces, because the paintings will reflect the energy of frustration and disappointment. If you want your creations to bring you the feelings that you desire, then you must put those feelings into your actions. Everything you do must feel like the result that you are trying to achieve. For when the input has a different energy than the expected output, the result will not be what you wish for. Realize that your input, that your actions, that your doing has an energy, and it is that energy that affects the outcome. Your creations, your manifestations always contain the energy vibration of your inputs, of how they were created. So please, dear ones, begin to realize that the yang, the taking of action, is very, very important in creation. Begin to focus more on the energy of your doing. Begin to focus more on the energy of your actions, and you will find that your creations will change in a big way. Begin to unify your yin and yang when it comes to creating. Begin to allow the feelings of your dreaming and imagining to be very similar to the action and the doing. As you enter this period of great potential for change, it is up to you as to how you want to create your life and how your life's creations will be part of the New World Order. We encourage you to create more consciously by putting more attention to the energy of your doing. clear the toxic feelings that are within you at this time. Let go of fear, anxiety, anxiousness, and trepidation. Your planet has gone through a period of great fear, frustration, and apprehension. Begin to clear that out of your beingness so that you can begin to create the life you have always wanted, the life you always desired. But remember, the energy of your doing, of your actions, greatly affects the energy of your creations. We bring you this message from a place of love. Our love for you is everlasting and unconditional.